no pressure, right? Can I plug this in, Mr. Sound?
Go ahead.
Check, check. Hello, Mother. So I can't begin to express how thrilled I am that all of you people are here. This is probably the best 70th birthday present my family could have given me. So it's very cool. This is a crazy story. I've told some of the story to you by email, but it's a nutty musical story. So I'm going to, give you a sort of part of that as we go through the evening. But just for now, I do want to say that the fact that you folks took the time to come out tonight is a huge birthday gift for me, so I really appreciate it. So thanks for coming. Okay, crazy story part one. Lorraine in the winter says, "Hey Dad, why don't you come out to my studio, my favorite studio in Ontario, and record your songs?" And I go, "Huh?" And it turns out, I didn't really realize, but I looked at all my old songs, and I've been actually writing songs for 50 years. But I usually write, a song every 3 years or 4 years. So that's how I got. Yeah. And they kind of go back a lot longer than I thought. That probably has something to do with the fact that I'm getting old. Anyway, when she asked me, why don't you record your songs? My first response was no way, because they're really a bunch of family songs. They're sort of, births and weddings and funeral kind of songs. And so I figured I'd record them, on a voice memo or something, and then they'd be lost in the mist of time, and that would be it. But then I did figure, it would be kind of cool to go spend some time with Lorraine and get a sense of how her world works. And so I figured, yeah, that'd be great. And, we'd chunk along with our songs, and that was sort of secondary. I just wanted to have a good visit with Lorraine. So I'll tell you a little bit more about how that all unfolded. And I will just give you a heads up. The songs are, not all of them, but a lot of them are family songs, sort of cradle to grave kind of songs. But my hope is that they resonate beyond the particular stories that I'm telling about friends and family. So you can be the judge of that. This first song is, well, I should tell you, I've decided that I'm going to sing this first song naked. What I don't mean is that I'm going to take off my clothes, because that would take a year off your lives. What I do mean is I'm going to do it solo. And then after that, the big guns are going to come on stage. It's going to be phenomenal. So this first song is a cradle song. It's written about the firstborn infant in my generation of the Spear family. I have 4 sisters and a brother, so 6 kids growing up. And when the eldest sibling, Kath, decided, she had her first child, it was a historic and momentous event for our family. The child's name was Rory, and he was, of course, supremely precious, and we were all encouraged to, venerate him. And in fact, for the longest time, we called him the baby Jesus. So anyway, I wrote the song 46 years ago, in 1978, when Rory was about 2 years old. It's one of those, how are things going to turn out kind of songs. And I just got to remember what I'm doing. Here we go. Little man with eyes so blue, I catch your little smile, and I wonder where you're going to with your little feet so wild, with your bumblebees and your Christmas tree. I know you started well, but I wonder where the road will lead, 'cause from here it's hard to tell. I've not that much to give you, you'll have to learn it on your own. With the times that change, you'll come to know keep you in a castle if I thought it would do some good. But instead I guess I'll free you and leave you with the word. May the strength that lies within you guide a skilled and steady hand. May the wisdom of your boyhood laugh be transferred to the man. May the years ahead bring good and bad, with love mixed in between. And may the man that you become to be know true what each one means. Well, it's too late now for castles. I thought I told you so. There's just no way around it. Life's a road you gotta hold. Well, it's sometimes up and sometimes down and sometimes half absurd. And all I have to give you once again is just a word. May the strength that lies within you guide a skilled and steady hand. May the wisdom of your boyhood laugh be transferred to the man. May the years ahead bring good and bad, with love mixed in between. And may the man that you become to be know true what each one means. I'd keep you in a castle if I thought it would do some good. But instead I guess I'll free you and leave you with a word. It's going to be a long night for you to all this clapping. I appreciate it, though. Speaking of firstborns in families, I'm pleased as punch to tell you that my daughter Kaylee and her partner Will had a kid 5 months ago, so Diane and I are now first-time grandparents. When we were recording Rory's song, I was kind of sort of wondering about, I wonder maybe if I can re-gift that song. But a certain daughter of mine said, no, Dad, that's very tacky. You'll have to write one of your own. Okay, so we get to the recording studio in Ontario, and Loren is there. The two key players, Loren and Jonas, who I'll tell you about in a minute. But Loren's there. And I knew Loren was a good singer, and I knew she was, she crafted great songs. But I kind of didn't understand what a really phenomenal ear she has and how she can make things happen in songs. And in particular with my songs, it was so fun to sing with her. There's a thing called blood harmonies, apparently, and that when family members sing together, they kind of meld together really nice. And so what she has an incredible knack of doing is I sing my little song, la la la, and what she does is she finds the holes and then she fills them up with these incredible harmonies, you'll see. So I kind of, my analogy is, well, these are the potholes in my songs, but they get filled up with gold. So can you imagine Bowen Island, all the potholes, and they're all filled with gold? That would be a nice thing. So that's what Loren does. Jonas is a phenomenal guy. He's the owner of the recording studio. He's a recording engineer. And he's a musician. Like he does all the tracks on himself, the drums and everything on his own. And he's a master of layering in a really subtle way all these musical layers. So he's very, very cool. So punchline is, in 5 days we recorded 11 songs. And to my mind, they sounded awesome. So then I lost my mind. So I figured, So then I said, okay, we have an album, whoop-de-doo. And so apparently there's a bunch of things you have to do, so we had to, okay, we're going to get them mastered. Okay, let's get them mastered, let's do that. No, mixed. First you get them mixed, and then, which is, you take all the bits, because he's got all these recording layers, and he puts them all together, makes them sound nice. And then the second stage is you get them mastered. And I have no idea to this day what mastering is, but I figured, okay, let's do it, let's get it mastered, so that's good. And then I really lost my mind and said, we should do an album release concert. And then I said, we should have a band. So we have a band. And so they're going to come on in a minute. We weren't quite sure what to call this band. We had a bunch of ideas. Ted Spear and the Spearments. Ted Spear and the Quivering Arrows. But we finally landed on, and I'm thrilled to invite to the stage our band, Ted and the Defibrillators. I actually want you to know something about these people and how improbable all of this is. So we've got Peter Clark on bass, and he can play pretty much anything and usually on the fly. He was the bass player of Voldy's hometown band, if any remembers that. He performed with Wall Street, The Rocks, and Joan Armatrading. Tonight he's playing bass to sort of keep me on track. He was incredibly kind. I said, Peter, I've never played with a band before, so I said, Peter, can I come over to your house and we'll play, so I can get a sense of how the bass thing works? And he said, sure. And so he came over, we did a couple of songs, and he was really great at pointing out how that works. Yeah, it's no cable. That's what it is, I think. Yeah.
It's no cable.
No cable. Okay. Yeah. You know what? This is very cool. One quick thing. If someone didn't tell you to turn off your phones, you should turn off your phones. The other thing is, normally we don't video things. Well, hey, what am I about to say? I'm about to contradict myself. Because, normally you can't video things in Turnog, but we're going to do that, and if you want to shoot a little video, you can do that. So, make your own sense of that however you want. We also have David Graff. He's an incredible singer-songwriter. In 1992, he had a Genie Award nomination for Best Original Song. He's recorded an album called Supposed to Fly. He's got this really distinctive voice. I just love his voice. If you get a chance, look at this album, Supposed to Fly, and you'll get a sense of what I'm talking about with his voice. I actually poached a vocal move from him. I didn't know it at the time. I was writing a difficult song to write, and out of the blue, I somehow channeled David Graff and came up with this thing in my song. It was much more beautiful than that. He's also a gold leaf artist. He has Guild Studios. And he offered me advice. He said, you know what, Ted, you're doing a concert? He says, you got to practice 20 times, is what he said. So, practice 20 times. Peter McLean, a huge friend, dear friend, phenomenal singer-songwriter and musician. In the 60s and 70s, he was a part of a band called High Flying Bird. He's also a very accomplished vocalist. He actually sang at Carnegie Hall in a choral ensemble. He has a Substack now called Dying in Dog Years that has songs and stories. He's a phenomenal storyteller. And he's also got these bizarre lists that he likes to make. Yeah. He's got one called 15 Lies, and one of the zingers on that list of 15 lies is, no, he doesn't bite. But it's the songs on the Substack that ring out for me. He's got a thing called Open Bar in Heaven, which I love. He's got a beautiful song called Just Around the Bend, and he's got an anthem song called I Believe in Love. So if you get a chance, go to Substack, see Dying in Dog Years, and listen to those songs. He's also very generous with his time, helping developing musicians and showing them the ropes. So he's a great guy. There's another guest appearance, actually 2 more guest appearances coming, which we'll tell you about in the second half. They're going to show up. I'm going to sing We. Oh, I bet you I need a pick. I got one. Oh, yours. We're going to sing a song called Fred's Song. This is about my father-in-law, Fred Chernoff, who passed away a couple of years ago. Yeah, and this is with the band. Okay, what do we do? Come on, can I pick it up? Can you what? I just get out of the you go. Ren was doing these weird vocal exercises with me backstage. And of course, she's going up and up and up, and I'm staying on the same one. Okay. This is about Fred Chernoff. Awesome guy. He was my father-in-law. I don't know if I said that. He was a man from the prairies and from ancient lands before, sorted grain in massive hands and sold insurance door to door. On weekends he'd haul scrap iron, give haircuts for $1. He knew the value of $1 and how hard work brings you luck. He was called into the city to learn the city way, working 18 floors above the ground without a field within his gate. Sometimes he'd remember the prairie sky so fair, smiling and looking forward to the time he'd get back there. He was a man from the prairie, from ancient lands before, sorted grain in massive hands and sold insurance door to door. On weekends he'd all scrap on, give haircuts for $1. He knew the value of $1 and how hard work brings you luck. He wrestled with his demons and he overcame them all. Make a good life for his family beneath the sky seemed so small. And magic tricks for grandkids brought joy into his life. Second only to those special times he was dancing with his wife. He was a man from the prairies, from ancient lands before, sorted grain in massive hands and sold insurance door to door. On weekends he'd all scrap iron, give haircuts for $1. He knew the value of $1 and how hard work brings you luck. Let's go, bro. Our fathers always leave us, and I guess they always will. Sun sets in a wheat field, and the robin leaves the sill. But then winter turns to summer, and lilacs bloom in spring. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you remember everything. He was a man from the prairies, from ancient lands before, sorted grain in massive hands and sold insurance door to door. Called into the city to learn the city way, but his heart was in the prairies, and he'll return there one fine day. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little secret about my songs. Until recently, many of my songs sound the same because, they were the same melody and the same chords. And for a while, I got away with that because, I'd only do a song every 3 years, and my family would forget, right? But after a while, they caught on and they started ribbing me. Dad, what are you doing here? We've heard this one before. No, it's different words. So the big challenge in the recording sessions was to figure out how to make the songs different. And there's musical tricks. There's, capo, change the key, change the chord structure, maybe change the strum. So, I learned those tricks. That was good. On the very last day of the recording session, I asked Lorena and Jonas, can we try one other song? And the song is called A Perfect Friend, and it was written for Diane for our wedding. And I sang it again on our 40th anniversary. But they listened and said, it sounds pretty similar to some of the others. So then Lorraine and Jonas hit me with a double whammy. They said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to change it to a 3/4 time waltz. And I go, huh? Okay. And then they go, and we're going to change the melody. And I go, what? And it turns out, though, Jonas did a phenomenal job. It's a rework of the song. And it's very beautiful. He did a phenomenal job of making it work, re-engineering it. So now it's become an earworm for me, because I just love the way it's worked out. It's called A Perfect Friend. I'm going to pull a David Francie and just sing this while these guys play the song. It's called A Perfect Friend. To know the reason I've come for you today, and why I'm now believing I've never lived this way. But the answer comes quite simply. It's the little things you do, like the special way you see me, like the coffee that you brew, like the trousers that you make me, like the stained glass in my den. It's the little things and so much more. It's because you're the perfect friend. You're with me when I'm lonely. You lead when I need room. You may not understand me, but you keep on listening through. You smile when I am happy. You cry when I am down. You love me through the good times. You make my world go round. You give me strength for living. My fears you always bend. And you only want the best for me. That's because you're a perfect friend. What you give is special, and what you got is good. It may not be outspoken, but it serves us as it should. As long as we're still talking, it'll mean we really care. It's a promise to be open. It's a thirst for life to share. It's a blessing for the future, from beginning to the end. It's the little things and so much more. That's because you're a perfect friend. After 40 years, it's still the same. That's because you're a perfect say that about your own song. I like it. You probably noticed there's a videographer with us tonight. This is Andrew Stone. He's a real pro. He knows how to do all this stuff. The reason we have a videographer here is I have a sister and a brother-in-law in Texas who can't be with us tonight. Their names are Cheryl and David. And I wonder if you could do a favor for me. In a minute, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I need you to say 8 words. The 8 words are hello, Cheryl and David, and then wish you were here. Well, I'll just say that one more time. Hello, Cheryl and David, wish you were here. One more for us. Here we go. Hello, Cheryl and David, wish you were here. That's it. So we're going to do this at the count of 3. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, Cheryl and David. Wish you were here. Thank you for that. Thank you for G. Okay, that was fun. Do you remember when we were 30 or 40 years old, and some of us had kids, and all of us had jobs, and life was nuts? You remember that? In 2022, my nephew Matt Hogg married his beautiful wife Paige, which put him smack in the middle of raising a family and working his butt off to keep food on the table. So I wrote him a wedding song, of all things, to help remind him what matters most when you're right in the thick of the craziness. A spoiler alert, your partner matters, your kids matter, your family matters, your friends matter. Yes, you know kids. A quick cultural context, Matt and Paige and their family are from Scotland, so there's references in the song to petrol, Bonds Across the Sea, which is the family, which is Nancy, my sister. And also, I don't know if they say we're going to go have a jar, but I just made that up as a Scottish thing. And this is a very good time to announce and acknowledge that Matt and his entire family have come all the way from Scotland to be here tonight. Here I am at 31, with the world beneath my feet, making big decisions, moving quickly down the street. My life's a constant whirlwind, there is so much I must do. Keep the home fires burning, and remember to stay true. Lately I've been worried about the way that lies ahead. There are bills to pay, what's the constant in the chaos? What's the hand that pulls the thread? What's the path toward the future? What's the road that I must tread? In the heartbeat of my children, in the strength within her eyes, in the laughter of their voices, in the time we set aside, in the fortune of our friendships, in the bonds across the sea, is the answer to the question of a man I'm meant to be. It's up at dawn and out to work, round the corner for a job, then home to do the dishes, put petrol in the car, with the ups and downs and all around of the jobs that must be done. I'm a man in constant motion, I'm forever on the run. In the heartbeat of my children, in the strength within her eyes, in the laughter of their voices, in the time we set aside, in the fortune of In a world so full of turmoil, where the future blinds the past, where's the footing in the quicksand? Where's the rope around the mast? The heartbeat of our children, in the stake within their eyes, in the laughter of their voices, in the time we set aside, in the fortune of our friendships, in the bonds across the sea, is the answer to the question of a man I'm meant to be. Is the answer to the question of a man I'm meant to be. I'm zero. Don't be looking at my sheet. Bowen Island Public Service announcements. Does anyone want to buy a cement mixer? So I had this big cement pour that I do in my house, 42 bags of cement, and I couldn't figure out how to get a cement mixer on Bowen, so I bought one. But now I want to sell it. So it's a deal. Like I think I paid $460. No, $560, and it's only $450. So spread the word. Cement mixer for sale. Just saying. That could be a song. Yeah.
We'll throw in a CD too.
Yeah, we'll throw in a CD. I wrote this song 51 years ago in 1975 for a good friend of mine named Burton Tutt. When we were young, we worked at a summer camp called Camp Stevens in Ontario. And we were counselors, but then we graduated to become trippers. Now, trippers are people who take out canoe trips. And we took out 2-week trips and 3-week trips, but the apex of the program was a 6-week invitational trip. So I went as a kid, a 14-year-old kid in 1977. Nope, I went in 1971 as a 14-year-old kid. Then my friend Burton took out, he led a 6-week in 1975. And then I led my own 6-week trip with a good friend of mine named Jeff Murray. We were co-trippers in 1977. So all of us were incredibly lucky at that young age to experience those canoe trips, to lead them and to be out there. It's just a more beautiful world out there. It really is. So this is a reminiscent song about a really great chapter in our lives. It's called Burton's Song, but sometimes people call it the canoe song. I'm going to get a hit of water. Hit of water or scotch, who's to know? Burton's Song. See this thing? That's a G chord. This just starts on D. That's why I have these little notes here.
Correct.
Let's see how this goes. Okay, hang on. This is. There you go. Okay, there it is. I like the morning mist on a clear blue running stream. I like the wind blowing through the trees. I watched the clouds go by and I felt the endless rain. I know what they've done for me. I've heard the screaming loon and I've seen unpunished land. I know it's time to let them be. Cling to my paddle, keep my freedom by my side, and then I roam until the end of time. These things I'm dreaming of, they can never come to be. I just have to keep them gentle on my mind. Where the eagles fly, my spirit soars. I've been there twice before. Where the paddle blades and windswept waves count the time from shore to shore. And the lullabies of starlit sky used to rock me to my sleep. With dreams today remembered and the promises I keep. Cling to my paddle, keep my freedom by my side. Then I roam until the end of time. These things I'm dreaming of, they can never come to be. I just have to keep them gentle on my mind. I just have to keep them gentle on my mind. Well, thank you for cheering us on through this first set of songs. We're going to do one more song and then take a break. He's a little squeaker, that one. I will tell you right off, this is a hard song to do. I'll just say that. You know, here's the thing. The second leading cause of death in adolescents, age 15 to 19, is suicide. For the older cohort of those kids, 70% of those suicides are committed by boys. So how do I know this, and how does my family know this? Because in March 2001, my nephew, Kelty Patrick Dennehy, killed himself. I want to tell you, first of all, about the aftermath of that terrible event, about the heroic things that my sister Ginny Dennehy and my brother-in-law Kerry Dennehy did in response to that devastating tragedy. They essentially made it their life work to evaporate the silence and stigma associated with suicide and mental health issues. And they wanted to do everything in their power to give these kids the support that they needed. So they made good on their commitments by raising literally millions of dollars for the Kelty Patrick Dennehy Foundation. $500,000 to UBC to help fund a chair in depression research, $450,000 for a long-term study on biological roots of depression. Perhaps most importantly, though, they built the Kelty Resource Center at BC Children's Hospital to help patients and families navigate the supports that they need. More recently, Tegan Moss, my niece, has taken up the reins at the foundation, and she and her team are doing great work. They're getting into schools to provide impactful information workshops on depression and depression-related suicide. So all of this is the aftermath story, and in itself it's a powerful story. My sister Ginny has written a book called Choosing Hope, which describes some of that journey. If you know of someone who's had to deal with the death of a child, Choosing Hope is a good book to read. But again, all of that is aftermath. What I'd like to tell you about now, if I can, is the circumstances of Kelty's funeral. That tragedy for our family, and for Ginny and Kerry in particular, was completely incomprehensible to all of us. A couple of days before the funeral, Ginny came to me and said, I need you to write a song for Kelty's funeral. And my mind was in a state of shock at the time, so I had no idea how I was going to do that. The truth is, there's actually no words that can capture the grief and bewilderment of such a monumental dislocation of Kelty's life. But it turned out my sister's request was actually a gift because it forced me to find some sort of consolation for my sister and for the people attending the funeral in a time of unthinkable grief. So this song is called Kilty Song, and it has a chorus that you're going to hear at the beginning a couple of times. And I'm going to ask you to help me out on the third time it comes around. I would be grateful if you'd sing that chorus in remembrance of Kelty, but maybe also in remembrance of friends and family of your own who have died before their time. I'm going to end the song with a chorus by myself that I owe to my sister. This is called Kelty Song. That's my little heroes. When I wake up in the morning and remember that you're gone, sun sinks low beneath the clouds and the rain dissolves the dawn. But you told me not to worry, you said you'd be alright. You said you had to find a place where darkness turns to light. So go in peace to the river, go in peace to the shore, go in peace to the mountain, go in peace evermore, go in peace for your family, go in peace for your friends, for when the journey's over, I will be with you again. In every hour of every day, in every empty chair, in every place I look for you, I know that you're not there. But in every smile upon a face, every triumph over fear, in every burst of laughter, I know you must be near. So go in peace to the river, go in peace to the shore, go in peace to the mountain, go in peace evermore, go in peace for your family, go in peace for your friends, for when the journey's over, I will be with you again. I'll see you in the alpenglow, I'll watch you dance with stars, I'll hear you whisper in the wind, I will keep you in my heart, I will put you on my shoulder, I will use you as a guide, and for all the roads I travel down, I will have you on my side. Can you help us out on this? Go in peace to the shore, go in peace to the mountain. Go in peace to the mountain. Go in peace evermore. Go in peace for your comfort. Go in peace for your joy. For when the journey's over, I will see my beautiful boy. You know, I was smiling in 2 songs ago. I was smiling all through the songs, and part of it is the beautiful evening that we're having. But remember when I showed you? See this thing? It's a G chord. It actually wasn't. It was a D chord. That's what's going on here. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. I've been incredibly lucky to have all these folks support me to make this thing happen tonight. But I can't believe my good fortune. I'm not supposed to use my finger. My wife says don't point at people. So, anyway, I can't believe my good fortune to have none other than Ryan Rothschild on sound tonight. I didn't really know, but he's a consummate professional. He's a musician, a songwriter, and a record producer. And he's launched the career of a bunch of top-of-the-line artists. And he actually produced a Chinese artist named Wan Ting, I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, whose debut, is that right? Wan Ting, I see. And her debut album went platinum in the first week. So he was the guy behind that. So I'm, to say the least, incredibly grateful that he's given his time and his expertise to make this thing happen tonight. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, all right. I hate to bring this up. Do I? But do you really? I'll just laugh along like I heard that. What did you say?
I said the cement mixer again.
So anyway, there's an elephant in the room, or actually there's a bunch of elephants in the room. I know this is an evening of musical distraction, and we don't want to actually think about what the hell's going on in the world. But these elephants are kind of hard to ignore. This song is a lament for a nation. It's a lament for our neighbors to the south. It's actually, though, a lament for all of us. As a human species, we're not that impressive, I don't think. We keep circling back to the same stupidity and destruction over and over again. Well, this is a lament for a nation that I once admired and would like to admire again. I hope I'm dead wrong about this song, but it ain't looking good. This is called Tennessee Waltz Rewrite, and because it's not an original tune, it's not on the album. Here we go. Oh, lately I've been wondering about the hearts and the mind of a people who used to be free. What's the reason? What's the heartache? What's the fuel to the flame that be no glory anymore. That's the story, it's over. Won't be back anymore. Is there a line or an arc? Or is it always a circle that brings us back to the worst we can be? What's the reason? What's the heartache? What's the fuel to the flame that blinds us to what we won't see? I know, unmitigated bummer of a song, I know. Now shake it off.
Here's another over.
Yes. Oh, no. So at one point when we're recording a song and we think we might have an album, I asked Lauren and Jonas to say, what should the album be called? And the little buggers immediately piped up, sing along with Old Ten. That's not the name of the album. The album's called A Moment Gone Too Soon. And that's from the title track. We won't do the title track now. We're going to do another song. This song isn't autobiographical. It's not about any friends or family. But it is the kind of thing that could have happened to us. And now that we have adult children, could happen to our adult children. This came out of a workshop with Sarah Jane Skelton. It's called Hummingbird Flutter. Waving in the wind like a hummingbird flutter, staring out a window all alone, looking for a reason to love you like no other, and looking for a way back home. Coffee's waiting on a windowsill, sun is pouring in. It takes forever for a wound to heal and forever to begin again. We slipped apart in that midnight garden, without a tear and nothing to say. So many words that were left unspoken, so many debts to pay. Coffee's cooling on a windowsill, clouds are rolling in. It takes forever for a wound to heal and forever to begin again. We could have tried to bring it back together. We could have learned to let it go. We both know we've run out of forevers, 'cause forever sometimes comes too slow. Coffee's cold on a windowsill, so now it's time to go. It takes forever for a wound to heal, and forever sometimes comes too slow. Coffee's cold on a windowsill, now it's time to go. It takes forever for a wound to heal, and forever sometimes comes too slow. Yeah, forever sometimes comes too slow. Did you hear that cool bass ending? That was kind of cool.
You can log me $5, I missed it.
Me too. I'm lucky I have Jonas saving me. Especially with tuning. Apparently I don't know how to tune.
Oh,
807.
I got you.
I gotcha.
Gotcha.
This song was written in 1999 when Loren was 6 years old. A bunch of us attended a family camp at Keats Island, and this song emerged while I was watching a 6-year-old kid, run around like a frenetic chicken. You'll see that it's actually a father-daughter duet, so we'll sing different parts. Just a heads up, there's a funny little irony in this song. One of the lines that I have Loren sing in this song is, "I don't want to be a superstar, I don't want to reach your height." Okay, just to be clear here, we have a 6-year-old kid looking up to a much taller adult father, and the idea being she would never want to reach my height either physically or metaphorically. So as you can see, things didn't turn out that way. But I still like the song. By the way, you probably have already discerned that I have a certain pattern in the way I name most of my songs. We have Rory's song, Fred's song, Matt's song, Burton's song, Kelty's song. And I know, my originality and poeticism when it comes to naming songs is, frankly, breathtaking. I know that. So, can anyone guess what the name of this song is? You're right. This is called Loren's song.
Can I throw you under the bus for 1 second?
Go, throw away.
So Ted came so prepared with binders with our names on them and everything.
They know.
And he had notes he kind of figured out what he wanted to do with a lot of these songs, but one of my favorite moments of the whole binder experience was there was a moment where it would be like Loren would sing this line, Ted would sing this line, and it said, "Loren, somewhat sassy?" And then, because he wanted to sing somewhat sassy, and we shut that down pretty quick. And then below that was like, "Loren, normal?"
Yeah, I know what I was never gonna ask.
It's an Italian term. Somewhat sassy.
So she won't sing this somewhat sassy. It'll be normal Loren. Just follow it.
And imagine what it would be like head.
Just imagine it in your head.
He almost recast me.
That's how I hear it.
Okay, wait a minute. She sits in through the window, softly staring at the unicorns and mermaids in the air. She hums herself a happy little tune, then counts her toes and compliments the moon. She's 6 years old, going on 23. She's a rabbit, she's a sparrow, she's a bee. She likes to speak her mind, she does so all the time. And now and then she speaks for you and me.
I don't wanna put my clothes on. I don't wanna brush my teeth. I don't wanna eat my breakfast. I don't wanna go to sleep. I don't wanna be a superstar. I don't wanna reach your height. I just want to know from you I'm alright. He sits in through the window, sadly stares at the thunder and the lightning in the air. He struggles for the words that will not come, then shakes his head and shuts away the sun. He's 42, going on 83. He's a river, he's a mountain, he's a tree. He likes to speak his mind, he does so all the time. Now and then he speaks for you and me.
I don't want to lose connection. I don't want to drop the ball.
sitting through the window, share the sun. As the clouds roll by and the day's almost done, they sing themselves a silly little tune. As she counts her toes, he waits upon the moon. They're 6 years old, going on 42. Tied together like the laces through a shoe. They like to speak their mind, they do so all the time. And now and then they speak for me and you. I don't want to put my clothes on, I don't want to drop the ball, I don't want to eat breakfast,
I don't want to see you fall.
I don't want to be a superstar, I don't want to reach your height. I just want to know from you that I'm alright. I just need to know from you that I'm alright.
A special treat. Loren's going to sing one of her own songs. And we're lucky to have Emily Allen join us. So I can't, I'll let her introduce her song and all the rest of it, but I can't help say a few things about this song.
You really can't help it.
I got a mic. It was a real introduction for me to go to the studio and get a little glimpse of Loren's world. It's a lot of work, turns out, to put together an album. To put together this album, I can't imagine the permutations that Loren and Jonas go through when they put together her albums, because they're quite a bit more complex and really quite beautiful. The song that Loren will sing was incredibly well received. So far, she's had 3.8 million streams on Spotify. And she's launching another album soon, I think in August? In August. She's launching another album. And then she's pre-released 2 singles. One's called Freewheeling and the other's called Golden California. And they're available on all streaming profiles now.
What else?
She's actually going to do a concert in Weiss Hall in Vancouver on October 8th. I think it's October 8th, if you look up. Her professional name is Loren. It's L-E-N-R-E-N. So when you look at it on streaming platforms, it's Loren. And she might tell you why she's called Loren. It's good. It's all good. There's a good reason for it, actually. She might tell you. Although she allegedly professes, admittedly through my own lyrics, that she doesn't want to reach my height in any way whatsoever, you will see that she's already done that and more in the way she puts together a song. Ladies and gentlemen, Loren.
Is my mic on?
Check, check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dad. Happy to be here. This song is written about my mom, Diane, but the reason why I wrote it this way is because of my dad, as we can see, writing songs for specific people. So he showed me that a song could be a gift. So this is for my mom, but it came from somewhere. Diane holds my hand when come screaming out, a child who didn't get her wing. I swear, if you follow her stare, you could see what you seek in the chaser like a ball string. I don't have much to give, but what's mine is hers to share. If I could look into the center of the sun, I think I'd see her there. When cherries grew, she knew the sweetest fruit and the ones to toss away. She knows the way that it goes when the heart holds on to a feeling that is not meant to stay. Our bodies are far apart, but I feel her in the air. If I could look into the center of the sun, I think I'd see her there. If I go before her, sow my ashes in her garden, lay my body by her side and say goodbye. If I lose my bloom, light a candle in the darkness, say my name, the one she gave, shut my eyes. Oh, when my time arrives, I know I'll hear her prayer. When I look into the center of the sun, I think I'll see her there. Yeah, when I look into the center of the sun, I think I'll see her there.
This next song is the title track of the album, and it was inspired by a special time that I had with Kaylee and Samantha when they were 2 years old. And it was one of those moments that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. And you know, when we have kids, we all have these moments as parents, but sometimes we just forget that we had them. It's special, the song is special for me because it's inspired by Kaylee and Samantha. It's also special because it's the title track of the album, but it's also special because in a moment, not right now, I'm going to invite a very special guest to join us on stage. So this individual has had to put up with a lot of crazy schemes over the years, and has been unrelentingly supportive for each and every one of them. This could have gone sideways. You know, I say, oh, I want to spend 7 years trying to get a doctorate in education. Huh? What? I want to start a middle school on Bowen Island. What? Are you nuts? Or I want to write a book about education, as my sister Nancy would say, oh, brother. And most recently, I want to record an album and then have an album release concert with a band. So, you know, far from denigrating any of this, this individual has been the glue that's held all these projects together, particularly when they're not going so well. And she keeps me going. This recording and the album is no different. Despite the cost, turns out it's a lot of money to make one of these albums, apparently. But this person let me go. She said, go for it. She probably realized, this person probably realized before I did, that it's something that I needed to do, kind of a 7-year-old bucket list. I didn't even think that, but that's what it is. So, and this individual is going to give me the best 70th birthday gift ever by joining us on stage for the next 2 songs to play a mean mando and to help us with that. And this person is obviously the love of my life, Diane Spirit. What is this? Oh, there it is. Happy, darling? Was an early morning weekend in the chaos of a life, filled with work and children, and many sleepless nights. I sat down in the hallway with my arms open wide, and my daughters ran toward me with laughter in their eyes. They were 2 years old and full of joy without a worry or a care, full of wild abandon, flying face first through the air. The world outside just fell away, nothing mattered anymore. Just those seconds in the moment before the closing of a door. It was the best day of my life. I didn't know it then. Sometimes stuff just happens, they won't come around again. Like a photograph I'm taking, like a look across the room. Like a perfect song at a perfect time, in a moment gone too soon. Was an afternoon excursion with my father, who grown old. We stopped to a coffee shop to get out of the cold. He said nothing of importance, yet somehow said it all. When we took the time to linger on before the coming of the dawn. It was the best day of my life. I didn't know it then. Sometimes stuff just happens, they won't come around again. Like a photograph I'm taking, like a look across the room. Like a perfect song at a perfect time, in a moment gone too soon. Little Mando. Was an early evening dinner some 40 years ago, when a newfound love before me burrowed deep within my soul. Well, the room was full of people who were never really there, 'cause that moment held between us that sucked up all the air. Was the best day of my life. I didn't know it then. Sometimes stuff just happens, they won't come round again. Like a photograph We have one more song for you. Oh, yeah, one more song. Wink, wink. Who knows? This has been a blast. The joke about this concert is this is my album release concert and also my end of tour concert all in one night. And I do want to say that the entire family came on board to make this 70th birthday thing happen. Loren got the ball rolling by saying, "Dad, come in and record your songs." Loren's partner, Michael, owns a music management company in Montreal called Lighter Than Air, and he's been doing a bunch of backroom stuff to figure out how to get the distribution going, to get it on Spotify and Apple and all that kind of stuff. So he's also been really kindly giving me all kinds of advice about how to do things. So that's phenomenal. Samantha, my daughter, she did the artwork on the CD. Kaylee built me a web page, and she's bringing together all the social media stuff that apparently you're supposed to do when you have an album, so we're doing that. So apparently I'm going to be on Instagram and Facebook. You know, okay, fine. Nancy helped out at front of house to make sure that people were corralled in the right. She was sort of a concierge tonight, is what Nancy did. And Diane kept the whole thing going. Nancy, my sister. And Diane kept the whole thing going by encouraging me when I needed to be encouraged and poking me when I needed to be poked. In addition to my family, I've had this fantastic team of professionals, like real pros. Andrew Stones, as I say, is doing the videography tonight. Ryan Hoschel's doing a phenomenal, he's really made the thing work tonight, so that's great. Peter Clark's giving freely of his time and showing me about how bass works. David Graff for having just the right touch on the drums. It's tricky to do these songs because they're kind of quiet. And Jonas Bonetta for surprising me by making my songs sound a whole lot better than I thought they were going to sound. He said, "Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do okay." And it worked out great. Shout out to Sherry Ulrich. She invited me to her place to say, "Sing your songs so that I get practice not being nervous." So that was nice of her to do that. And finally, huge thanks to my good friend Peter McLean for really pulling all this stuff
You're
together.
welcome, but I have to mention that there's a special accoutrement that David brings to this whole thing. He's got 2 socks on his bass drum pedal.
Oh, yes.
If you wondered where they went, Ted.
Yes. My son. I do want to announce, if you don't know already, and this is the lingo, that the album will drop tomorrow, July 20th, on Spotify and Apple and all over the place. So and I have one last favor to ask of you. So here's the thing. I had 3 goals. One is record the songs for my family, and we did that, so that was nice. And then I lost my mind and I said, "Oh, let's have an album release concert." And so you folks have come, so that's huge. My third goal is kind of weird, but I would like to have 50 strangers listen to these songs. What I mean by strangers is people I don't even know. You know, so like Lorraine got 3.6 million. I'm not asking for much. I just so if you know. So you can sort of share the link, or what, I don't know what you do, however you do that, share, like it, or I don't know what you do, but did you do that thing and share it with people? And so if you get 50 strangers, that would be cool. This last number is a celebration of life song for my niece, Riley Dennehy. Now, as a celebration of life song, it was originally composed as kind of a quiet and somber piece, but this kid was a ball of fire. So I wanted to rearrange it in a way that it better expresses her true spirit. This song's become one of my favorite songs of the album. It's called Riley's Gift. Oh yeah. There's a little girl who laughed so hard that you couldn't help but smile, with her little hands and her little feet and a spirit running wild. She was an angel and a fighter, an apple of her eye, was a child of God, a sacred soul, and a seeker of the light. She's on her way, like the turning of the dawn, like the rolling of the river out to sea. She's on her way, with a story and a song, and a lesson sent with love to you and me. She soon became a woman, paid her dues along the way, searching for the center in a world that's kind of strange. Had a silent kind of wisdom, but she didn't know it then. She knew how to laugh and how to cry and how to be there for a friend. She's on her way, like the turning of the dawn, like the rolling of a river out to sea. She's on her way, with a story and a song, and a lesson sent with love to you and me. In a coffee shop in Thailand, she finally got the news. The person she was looking for was standing in her shoes. She got an answer to a question, the truth for all to see. What matters most is who you are and who you want to be. She's on her way, like the turning of the dawn, like the rolling of the river out to sea. She's on her way, with a story and a song, and a lesson sent with love to you and me. In a day that's filled with sorrow, in the coming of the snow, there's one thing I hold on to, there's one thing that I know. She's an angel, she's a fighter, she's an apple of an eye. She's a child of God, a sacred soul, and the keeper of her life. She's on her way, like the turning of the dawn, like the rolling of the river out to sea. She's on her way, with a story and a song, and a lesson sent with love to you and me. Okay, like I've always wanted to do that. I figure, oh, this is the only time I'm going to do it, so with that. What's going on? Oh, the river is yes, beautiful. Thank you, really. This has been great. Really appreciate it. It was so much fun. This is a song for my now 102-year-old mother-in-law, also mother-in-law, Natalie Chernoff. And this song is called St. Natalie, for a good reason. multitude of stories, bringing happiness and tears. She's been a daughter and a mother and a worker and a wife, who has come to grace and beauty through a radiance of light. There are those who tend the garden, there are those who bake the bread, there are those who lay a gentle hand on a tumbled, troubled head. There are those who help their friends along and guide them on their way. There are those who find a spark of joy in every living day. They used to lie together, a daughter and her mom, in the comfort of the twilight, just before the setting sun. Oh, the daughter, she had worries about the way that lay ahead, so the mother held it closer, and this is what she said. There are those who see the sunlight in the darkness of the cloud. There are those who find the quiet ones in the massive roaring crowd. There are those who see the difference between what's right and clearly wrong. There are those who know the joy of life. There are those who sing her song. They used to lie together, a daughter and her mom, in the comfort of the twilight, just before the setting sun. Oh, the daughter listened quietly and began to understand there's a gentle way to go in life when you take this mother's hand. There are those who tend the garden, there are those who bake the bread, there are those who lay a gentle hand on a tumbled, troubled head. There are those who see the difference between what's right and clearly wrong. There are those who choose the joy of life, there are those who sing her song. There's a woman of the prairie, been a worker and a wife, who has come to grace and beauty through a radiance of light. Peter Kirkland, bass, David Brown, Peter McLean, Dennis Bonanza, Emily Allen, Diane Spear, Diane Spear. My name is Ted, and I'm still waiting for Ryan to write a song for me.